तस्मै रसप्रदाय चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone. Just mute everybody. So I will continue reading from this next paragraph. We are reading from chapter number 25 from the book Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. This is the third paragraph. According to Vishnu Puran 6.7.61 to 63, the living entities are considered Kshetragya energy. Although the living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord and is fully cognizant, he still becomes entrapped by material contamination, thus suffers all the miseries of material life. Kshetragya. Kshetra means that particular body. So we are all part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and therefore the quality that we have is that we are fully cognizant. Just like the Supreme Lord, he is fully cognizant, but we are cognizant about our own kshetra. Kshetra means what? The region. We say khetra, right? In Bengali or in Hindi, khetra. So kshetra, we are aware about our own region, or rather we are supposed to be aware about our own self. But because we are entrapped by material contamination, therefore we are suffering the miseries of this material life. Such living entities live in different ways according to the degree of their entanglement in material nature. So, based on the entanglement, how much a living entity is trapped by material nature, based on that, they will live in different ways. What does that mean? They will get different kinds of bodies based on their entanglement. If somebody is completely in dormant consciousness, then they will get a body of a tree or a plant or a grass or such things. The original energy of the Supreme Lord is spiritual. In ourself, what is the original energy of the Supreme Lord? Which one is the original energy of the Supreme Lord in ourself? It is a question, by the way. I'm asking a question. What about us is the spiritual part, is the actual spiritual energy of the Lord? Yes, really, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, is it consciousness?
Yes, consciousness. And what is that consciousness? What does that consciousness come with? The soul.
Yeah.
The consciousness comes with the soul. The soul is what is conscious. Chetana. Where does that Chetana come from? The Atma. It is the Atma that is fully conscious, and the body is temporary. Therefore, the body is the inferior energy of the Lord, and Atma, the soul, which has the consciousness, that is the spiritual energy of the Lord. The original energy, that is this Atma, the spiritual energy, original energy of the Supreme Lord is spiritual and non different from the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead. The living entity is called the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord, and the material living entity in the marginal position becomes entangled with the inferior energy or the matter. At that time, he forgets his spiritual significance and he identifies himself with the material energy and thereby becomes subjected to the threefold miseries. Only when he is free from such material contamination can he be situated in his proper position. As soon as one comes to the realization that I am not this matter, I am not this temporary body, and nothing that is connected with this temporary body or anything that I identify with this material body actually really belongs to me, then that is when they are coming to their, that's when they're coming in their awakening stage. Otherwise, we are all in the sleeping. We are in the dreaming stage. Just like when somebody is sleeping, we see many dreams. Some or the other dreams will come. Sometimes we will see that we are sitting in some beautiful beach and we are enjoying the pleasant wind there. But actually, when we open our eyes, we may be actually sweating like dogs and cats because it is so hot. But in the dream, we are seeing that, okay, it is very nice, pleasant. We are sitting in a beach and we are enjoying the weather. So this is just like a dream. And in the dream also, when we actually see the dream, we feel that it is reality. We don't realize it is not reality. We start identifying ourselves with the dream. So this temporary life is also like that. We start identifying ourselves with the body, and that is the root cause of all the problems. All the problems. According to Vedic instructions, one should understand the constitutional position of the living entity. Next paragraph. According to Vedic injunctions, one should understand the constitutional position of the living entity. Living entity means the soul. Then one should understand the position of the Lord. He is the enjoyer. He is the supreme enjoyer, supreme proprietor. Everything belongs to him. He is the master. We are the servant. We are supposed to be enjoyed, but because we want to enjoy independently, therefore we start suffering. Third is the position of the material energy. Position of material energies, it is inferior, lower than the position of the Lord and lower than the position of the living entity also. But because we start connecting ourselves, we feel we are the material energy. We belong to the material energy. Therefore, we are trapped like this. And fourth is their interrelations. This is a Vedic instruction. First of all, one should try to understand the constitutional position of the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has an eternal, cognizant, blissful body, Satchit Ananda. And his spiritual energy is distributed as eternity, knowledge, and bliss. That is also Satchidananda. In his blissful identity can be found his pleasure potency, Vladini Shakti, the Anand potency. In his eternal identity, he is the cause of everything. And in his cognizant identity, he is the supreme knowledge. Indeed, the word Krishna indicates that supreme knowledge. In other words, the Supreme Personality Krishna is the reservoir of all knowledge, all pleasure, and all eternity. The supreme knowledge of Krishna is exhibited in three different energies. There is internal, Antaranga Shakti, there is marginal, Tatastha Shakti, and there is external, Bahiranga Shakti. By virtue of his internal energy, he exists in himself with a spiritual paraphernalia, Tadiya. This term is used in many verses. Tadiya means Krishna and his paraphernalia. Krishna's paraphernalia, his dham, his names, his naam, dham, his devotees, they are not different from Krishna. If somebody thinks they are separated from Krishna, then they are very much wrong. And Krishna exists in himself by the virtue of his internal energy, and he exists with his spiritual paraphernalia. He's never separated from his spiritual paraphernalia. In the spiritual abode, in the Krishna Lok, he's constantly, eternally residing with all his spiritual paraphernalia. The gopas, the gopis, the sakhas, the cows, the calves, everything. The deers, the peacocks, everything, the birds, Mother Yamuna. By means of his marginal energy, he exhibits himself as the living entities, Tathastha Shakti. He exhibits himself because he travels along with the soul. That soul is his own part and parcel. If he is not there, the soul will not exist. It's not possible. Therefore, he travels along with the soul. So, by the means of his external energy, he exhibits himself as the material. Sorry, by means of his marginal energy, he exhibits himself as the living entities. Now, this all of us, we are his marginal energy. We are also energy of the same Lord, Krishna, but marginal energy. And by means of his external energy, he exhibits himself as this material world. So, this material world is also Krishna in the form of his external energy. Everything is Krishna. So somebody may say, then what is wrong if we say this plant is Krishna, that is Krishna? No, there is nothing wrong. But Krishna as a personal form, it is just like if we say that Reena Mataji slippers are Reena Mataji, and the clothes that she has, that is Reena Mataji. If we try to say like this, yes, they are her paraphernalia, but she has a form. So therefore, this is just a mundane example to understand. So similarly, yes, everything is Krishna because everything is the energy of Krishna. But Krishna as a personal form, and one should not deny that. The Vedas are very much establishing that. Therefore, Mayavadi sannyasis, they cannot deny it. Behind each and every exhibition of energy, there is a background of eternity, his pleasure potency, and his cognizance potency. So we will pause here for today. And again, Krishna willing, will continue reading tomorrow. Thank you very much for your kind association. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री श्रीमद श्री जय प्रताप स्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
बोल माताजी की जय।
All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
गौरांग